for my squad, and I put that on. Squad? All I got is
is on the ground and in the air. 3 inches fell overnight, and we expect more as this game wears on. Should be interesting here at MetLife Stadium, just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Coleman, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
Look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say,
if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly! Detroit! Gun! Slam! No, check!
And the back goes into motion.
Shift!
Backing off of the secondary. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got room. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
No, check! Patriots! Detroit!
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The score coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but the big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen.
But now the kickers, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Gun! All right, here we go. Green, 39.
The tight end in motion here. They'll run now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine, I marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up,
now let's go.
run right through them.
Detroit. Here we go. Detroit. Green, 30.
Set up a throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. He'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from the 20. And the Ravens take it all the way down to score on the opening drive. Or these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Watch tight end. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Gone. Keep it up. Watch him now, Barney.
Burton out to throw on first. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you got the stop? It would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 70 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Returning it, John Ross. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to make those encounters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Watch you now, Mike. Watch, twist. No. Check. Patriot. Set.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. Blue landing.
They send a receiver in motion to the left.
Watch it now, Barney. Joker. No. Check. Patriot.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know. Defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick.
Here we go. Detroit. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip it out here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game.
Shakedown. It's the shakedown, baby. Yeah.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. You got tight right there. Gun!
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tevin Coleman from 17 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, and result. 6 points.
Touchdown.
Nice touchdown, baby. Keep working.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. Points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Now let's go! Gun! Boom!
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is.
Here we go now.
This was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sitting in the guy downfield, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Hurry up. 3 down.
The first down throw for Hackenberg. Letting one go deep for Nunwa. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Lay down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Set. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it to Jackson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Set! Know your job!
Out of the gun, Hackenberg. Then he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all all the way into the end zone.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Leopard! Leopard! Now let's go! 3-19! Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They begin the drive with Coleman. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Wide!
Gun! Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Blue 90!
Go! It's
Throw here out of the gun. And it's grabbed by Crockett Gilmore. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Gun! Now let's go! 3-19!
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside.
All right, now, lucky
That's
56.
excellent fundamental
Lucky 56.
defensive football. Don't let them outside.
Hurry up, here we go.
Where they can really
Green,
stretch your
39.
defense.
Leopard!
We gotta get the ball, D. Get the
Back
ball.
99 Philly, here we go!
We got it.
Leopard! Now let's go! Blue 90!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Safety
valve here. That's complete. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 49.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Watch it
Let's
now,
see if they do it anyway.
Leopard! All right, here we go. Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
It's Coleman, and he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down.
Heavy, what you got? Heavy?
Hurry up, here we go.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Detroit! Now let's gun!
Quickly. Looking to throw. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
There we go.
A big play there. 48 yards. And the Ravens will have their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good
No.
and so
Check.
skilled
Patriot.
and hit from distances
Hurry
that
up,
we
here we go.
almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal. They got 3 points out of it. They've got it.
And the Raven pressure pressure too much. Down he goes.
Come on,
Grady
Lyle.
Jarrett
Come on, Lyle.
coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Silver, Silver.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Watch 57.
Blue 90. Over.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
No.
Here's Hackenberg. Letting one go deep for a new one. He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Quincy Enunwa, 82 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches. Doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize. But when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown,
Two times.
touchdown. Not sure it can be much better
let's
than
go.
that.
Leopard.
They've got to feel
Leopard.
very good about the
We got
groove
three.
that they're in at this stage of the game.
Leopard.
Hey, check 24.
Jackson, the man in motion right.
Check
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And still fighting. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down
Watch
a
it now,
defense because a
Marty,
lot of
Marty.
these runs,
Gun,
he's getting past the
gun.
point of
Gun,
attack.
gun. All
And
right,
guess
here we
what
go.
he's doing?
Green,
Forcing the
39.
secondary guys to make a lot of tackles.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards
Check.
that
Patriot.
time.
Patriot.
Alert 3.
Set. Blue. No.
Check. Lucky.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Under 10.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the defense with their backs against the wall.
Watch it
a
now,
little bit here as the
Barney.
offense is in the red zone.
Hurry up, here we go.
Right over
Green,
there.
39. Green,
And contact
39.
up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Hurry up, here we go.
We got
Blue, 90.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
All right, now,
Ship.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Gun.
Motion.
Macklin, the man in motion right.
Check motion, man.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Double tight. Hey.
Now let's go. 319.
And now
319.
whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Double tight.
Now let's go.
We got 4.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Tevin Coleman as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead. That'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head.
Tuck
it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Here we go.
Check 49.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Green.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a second down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 39. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Jets. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? More hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
51.
Back and Bird on first down.
Hey, watch that,
Got
man.
an
Watch
open
the ball.
man. It's a new one. And he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong arm guy with the right foot in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. Hackenberg looks to throw it.
Hey, let's get them home.
This time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hurry up, him. Right here, guys. Fight.
Looks like he's in press coverage here. Hackenberg now. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyus Bowser, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6.
Single. Here we go.
Hackenberg on second down.
Check pass.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lardarius Webb. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to
Watch
set.
it now,
That's the
Barney,
equivalent of running out the wrong door
over
and running
here.
into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
Switch.
A real dud for that
Has
one.
that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
The handoff as they run the counter play. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That's it, baby.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And now here's a carry heading left. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
2 tights. 2 tights.
Hurry up. Detroit. Over. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
Try the right side here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Check 43. Run. Yeah, baby. Boom. Double tight.
No. Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Defense showing blitz. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
He wasn't ready.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32.
No. Check. Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down. Offense comes to the line now. 1st and 10.
Man left.
All right, now. Here we go.
3 down.
Handoff looking right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Watch out.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Yeah, baby. Woo!
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Strong left.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. That he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Slotman moves right. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Double tight.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
That's it, baby.
Tevin Coleman saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Through the interception and finish off the drive. That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Let's go, D.
Set! Green!
They run again to Jackson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation,
Here we go now.
give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Go, go, go.
Swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Strong left, strong left.
Here we go.
Coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Bradley. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 47-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Strong left, strong left.
This is Jackson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Now let's go!
On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient.
All right, here we go.
Followed his blocks, let everything go, and then pressed through for big gains.
And he's got some space here. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Hurry up, here we go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the plays. 2nd and 8. They'll probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And they will take a knee here. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards.
Get high, baby. Get up. Let's go. Let's do this. Oh, come on. Let's pump it up, baby. Pump it up. Let's get loud, baby. Pump it up.